So I'm just in from the farm, getting a little bit of work done. Things are starting to pile up a little bit. We have a bull sale coming up, so we're busy still videoing a few bulls. I just had to edit another 20 bulls for the for our YouTube to provide the whole catalog online for our buyers to view. So I got to finish up that, and we have a convention coming up this weekend, so I got to put some attention towards that because I have some. It's also our AGM, and I have to prepare a few reports for the membership, which is extremely important. And we've been working hard this last month or so, just getting this. We're developing a tech transfer program in Manitoba, and we've been doing a lot of groundwork, which involves a lot of time and energy. And we've been reaching out to other groups and associations for support, and so we've been having lots of meetings. So that that gobbles up time too. And online, in between all this, I've been yapping with beekeepers all over the world, and it seems that a video that, well, actually, like a question and answer that I had fielded in Pittsburgh in regards to, I won't get specific, but in regards to farming practices and how do beekeepers, where do we fit into this whole picture, right? How do we deal with all this interaction with the agricultural world? Just where's our place, and how do we move forward with all these challenges ahead of us, with all these impediments from agriculture, holding us down? Just the broader conversation is just how do we, as a beekeeping industry, advance and move forward? And it draws a lot of an emotion, and it's not an easy conversation. So, I'm called out on my perspective and how I see things and how I think things should move forward. Fair enough. And, it's my perspective. And all I'm doing, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm speaking for myself, speaking about my experience. And I'm very clear that this is my perspective and how I feel that we should proactively move forward. And it's just to be used as perspective for beekeepers who are looking for other points of view. I always find it's hard to draw, reasoned opinion if you don't have, many different viewpoints or opinions at your disposal. First of all, you got to trust them. They've got to make sense, and it's got to kind of contribute to the overall question that we're trying to answer. So, this is my perspective, my narrative that I'm pushing forward. Use it just to kind of, broaden your horizon, just broaden your perspective a little bit, just to be able to help yourself make a better informed decision. And it doesn't mean I'm not after to change opinions or change anybody's mind. But all I ask is if, people listen. That's all you got to do is just listen and try to understand, where the point is coming from. It doesn't mean that you have to change your mind. It's just try to understand the other side. And with that, then maybe it'll help you shore up your own messaging, your own opinion, and it'll make you stronger for it. That's all I'm doing. Online, like I'm a social media guy now. I put it online and I get attacked from every direction, and I feel kind of like a pincushion in a lot of ways. But I allowed that to happen very intentionally. I allowed the conversation to carry forward, and I hope that beekeepers are able to see that. I hope they're able to see my message, and I hope they're able to see the consistency in my messaging and my point. A lot of the conversation, a lot of the attacks coming at me were completely off my point. So I just kept trying to bring it back to what I was trying to say. Okay? And there's beekeepers out there that heard that. I got an email this morning from a beekeeper, and he basically told me, and I get this a lot from beekeepers, I hear this a lot. He basically was saying, Ian, I don't agree with a single thing you've been saying. But he said, I appreciate the effort you put out, and I appreciate the perspective. So that's exactly it. That's exactly the point. Just being able to hear, just being able to listen, just being able to, bring that perspective in and then digest it and maybe help it contribute to your own opinion. It doesn't have to change a damn thing, but just helps make for it makes for a stronger conversation. If you can have two people that disagree at the table, that is one of the more interesting conversations you'll listen to, as long as the two people listen to what the other person is trying to say and not respond, how am I going to win, as that person is making a point. They're not listening to the person make the point. That person is thinking about how they're going to respond to make themselves look better. Listen and then, converse. That's all it is to it. At any rate, I sure stirred up a lot of emotion. And I can't wait to the next discussion. But I just hope that beekeepers can learn to keep the personal attacks down, for one thing. It doesn't benefit anything. And just realize that we're all in the same boat here. The issue in front of us it's a major issue. It's one of the underlying defining factors within the beekeeping world right now. We just have to be able to navigate ourselves forward without, falling into the trap of leading somebody else's opinions. We have to, as beekeepers, make sure that we are in control of our own. Back to work.